Okay, so now this is a photo of a building being demolished. What does it mean if something is demolished? Chloe?
It's being broke down.
When being broke down. Okay, good. Grayson? Destroyed. Good. So we are going to watch this in just a moment, and this is called our phenomenon. Say that word with me.
Phenomenon.
Science often begins when someone makes an observation about a situation or occurrence. So they're watching what's happening and thinking about it. Scientists often refer to that event or that situation as a phenomenon. What's the word?
Phenomenon.
These phenomenons are supposed to start to make our brain start thinking about the world and introducing us a little bit to what we're going to be looking at. And today we're going to be thinking about demolition. So on your guys' next page, on page 21, you guys have our first or our second little guy we are introduced to, and that is Finn. Finn is a construction manager, and we're going to learn a little bit more about how his job fits into science as well today. But we're just going to take a moment to look at this photo. What do you see in this photo? Zoe, what do you see in this photo?
It's getting broke down.
What's getting broken down?
The building.
Fabulous. Alexa, what do you notice in this photo? It's breaking down. Yep. Anything else? Do we notice anything different? Kaylin? Yeah, it looks like there's dust all around that, right? So pretty messy area. Good. Lexi?
It looks like that it's kind of tilting and that it's on like a hill or something.
Yeah, it already looks like it's tilting down, whether it's on a hill or something else might be happening to it. Great observation. Cooper?
If you look kind of on the right side, it kind of looks like the building is getting like cracked apart.
Yeah, it kind of does, doesn't it? Especially like right down here. Like it's cracking a little bit. Good. Nice. And one more thing, Haley.
It looks like they making it because it looks really old.
It does look really old, doesn't it? This doesn't look like a building that would be in super great shape. Now, I want you to take a quick moment. As you look at this, what are some questions that come up in your brain? What are you wondering? What are you wondering? What questions pop into your brain as you look at it? Joey.
So in the background of the building, I wonder if they're going to demolish that building.
Good. Wondering if they're going to demolish more than just the building we see currently falling. Brock.
Why are they breaking?
So yeah, just an even simple why. Why would this be necessary? Kyler.
Is it on fire?
Ooh, is it on fire? Is that maybe why we're thinking that smoke or what we see going up? Okay, good question. Charlie.
Like what blew it up?
What? Oh, so maybe what is the thing that's making this happen? What's blowing it up or demolishing it? Good. Apollo?
Will it hurt wildlife around it?
Ooh, what a great question. So thinking about the things that are surrounding it as well. Good. And one last one, Griffin.
Is it sliding down a hill?
Ooh, could it be sliding down a hill? And that's maybe why it looks like that. So it kind of looks like the trees are a little bit tilted too.
Yeah.
It's a little funky. A person up top of here?
There's a yellow thing.
I agree. I thought that looked like a person as well. Maybe taking pictures, right? Okay. So I am going to read to you a little bit about what's on your page. You guys can look down and follow along about them, okay? It says, STEM to career connection, demolition expert. And we're learning about who?
Finn.
Finn. This is the fabulous, wonderful Finn. We'll see what the next page is. Maybe he's up there again. So this is Finn. It says, the old Nevada Hotel has been closed and empty for 25 years. The building is dangerous and must be demolished. Does that answer some of our questions? Yep. My plan is to use a crane and a wrecking ball to demolish the hotel. There are some new buildings very close to the old hotel. I must use exactly the right amount of force to bring the building down without damaging surrounding buildings. I must use the wrecking ball in just the right spot to bring the building straight down. If it is used in the wrong place, the force could make the hotel fall over instead of falling straight down. Answer some of our questions, doesn't it? Over here, we have that again. So the demolition expert. Demolition experts need to understand how forces work when building and demolishing or knocking down structures. So we're going to be thinking about that idea of force It's going to be one of our vocabulary words that we go over this time, but they need to know a lot about force in order to knock those buildings down. So they know how much force they need, where to apply the force to make sure it does the right thing that they want it to do. So they have to have a lot of knowledge on it. Cooper, what's your question?
Why is the building dangerous?
That's a good question. But I mean, it did say that it's
Hasn't
been closed and empty for 25 years. So has it been taken care of?
No.
No, but there might be probably lots of dead spiders. Good. Third graders, if you flip the page and look at page 22 in your notebook, we have just a few questions. So the first question says, why does the demolition expert need to place the wrecking ball in just the right spot? You can use text evidence from what you just saw on page 21 with that little guy. You still remember Finn? You can use text evidence from what you read with Finn to help you answer, why does the demolition expert need to place the wrecking ball in the right place? And then number 2, what happens if the wrecking ball hits the wrong place? So answer those 2 questions and we'll move on together.